important, I think.
Now, also, famously, at the end of Undertow, there's quite a bit of noise that sounds like the insides of a piano, because it is the insides of a piano. You want to talk a little bit about what you did on that track? And then, was this the first time you were basically just destroying things on a record?
I think that during the recording of Undertow, we were discussing how to make the world's most obnoxious sound. And I threw out some ideas of getting an old piano, getting a piano and lifting it up to the top of a building with a crane, and then dropping it and recording that. And that should be a really obnoxious sound. So I went about trying to find a crane company that would do it for us. I knew where to get the pianos. These pianos, they're relics that can't be repaired. They're totaled, basically. So many of these old pianos can't be repaired. So you can get them for, just $50 or such. So, but I couldn't get a crane company to actually do this lifting and dropping. So I bought two pianos. We pushed them into the dock at the back of Grandmaster's studio, and we just set out to make the most obnoxious noise ever. And whatever would happen with it, we were going to use it or not use it. I don't know. We didn't know what it would be like. I wanted them to be performing while they were smashing it. I provided everybody with sledgehammers, pickaxes, and there was something else. Everyone had safety glasses, of course.
Good, of course, safety first.
And gloves, and yeah, it was exciting. And then Danny brought his sawed-off shotgun, so shooting holes into the piano. There were two pianos, and they were destroyed. But we spent a whole afternoon having fun doing that, and there is some footage out there of that whole day. It was super fun. And then amazingly, we were able to sequence that into what is disgustipated on the end of the record, and Maynard performed a speaking part over it, and the sequencing was done. We took all the sounds, and I did little samples of different sounds and sent them over to my friend Eric Anist. His stage name is Static, and he put together this performance piece that was on the end of that Undertow record. I think it came out great. It's super weird, though. I mean, it's like, it's weird. That whole record, it has kind of a weird vibe.
Well, it's Tool,
It's Tool, yeah.
So was that the first time you did something like that on a recording, or had you kind of always wanted to be doing things like that?
I guess that was the first time. I mean, I hadn't done that many professional recordings in LA. It was just Green Jello and maybe a few other things, but Green Jello was heavy on the sound effects. So I'm into that, whether we're using sound effect records or we're creating our own sound effects. I'm really into incorporating those types of things into the music. So that was my chance of actually doing a live recording of something, crashing. I think we had been talking about maybe crashing a car or something like that, which would have also been a good thing to do, which I did later. But
well, we haven't gotten to that one yet. But it's right back to your 9-year-old radio shows in Flint, basically.
Exactly. And especially anything with a sense of humor, I love. So the funny thing about the Tool music is, it doesn't seem like it's funny. It doesn't seem like it has a sense of humor. But honestly, if you met those guys, if you met Maynard, he was a hoot. He was doing stand-up comedy, at clubs in LA at the time that we were recording that record. And the lyrics of the Tool records are very surprising if you actually know what they mean. And then the artwork on the albums too. If there's a lot of hidden meanings, and on the spine of the CD, you'll see little pictures of like, whoa, what's that? A lot of mysterious imagery that they packed into those records.
Of course, he did also have a sawed-off shotgun that he could just bring to the
Right.
studios. So there's that,